The world of celebrities has always fascinated millions of people because it gives us an intimate glimpse into the lives of stars who seem larger than life, yet are so human at the same time. And when we look at someone like Justin Bieber, his story becomes a modern fairy tale filled with struggles, triumphs, love, and music that connects people across the globe. Now, Justin has once again captured headlines with his heartfelt declaration in his new song, where he proclaims that Hailey Bieber will always be the one. And this sentiment feels like a beautiful culmination of his long journey through fame, heartbreak, and healing. Because Justin rose from humble beginnings in Stratford, Ontario, to becoming a global pop superstar almost overnight. With the power of YouTube and the support of fans who saw in him something fresh, genuine, and exciting, and though his road has been full of challenges, including controversies, moments of self-doubt, health struggles, and the intense scrutiny of the public eye, he has consistently found ways to reinvent himself and to open his heart in new ways, particularly through his music, which often reflects his life and emotions. And in saying that Hailey will always be the one, Justin is not only paying tribute to his wife, but also letting his fans in on the depth of his devotion. Something that resonates because people admire not just his talent, but his growth as a man and as a partner. And this moment also reminds us of how celebrity culture evolves with fans growing alongside their idols, learning about love, resilience, and authenticity through their journeys. But of course, Justin is just one story in a much larger mosaic of celebrity lives around the world. And as we explore these tales, we see careers taking shape through dedication, fashion, becoming a language of self-expression, charity work, transforming lives, safe controversies, teaching lessons, fan interactions, building unforgettable bonds and inspirational journeys, reminding us why we look to these figures as symbols of hope and connection. And so as Justin shares this message of enduring love, we are invited to think about other stars who have also opened their hearts to the world and given us iconic moments that transcend entertainment and become life lessons, reminding us that celebrities, though famous, are ultimately human beings, navigating life with its highs and lows just like the rest of us. And when we continue to explore Justin and Hailey's relationship, we see that it is not simply a romance played out in the public eye, but a story about healing, stability, and choosing love in the midst of chaos. Because Justin has often spoken about how Hailey has grounded him, bringing a sense of peace during times when anxiety and fame seemed overwhelming. And their marriage represents more than just two people uniting. It has become a symbol of how love can flourish, even under the pressure of constant cameras, endless speculation, and the shadows of past heartbreaks like those involving Selena Gomez, whose own journey has become equally inspiring as she transformed her challenges into strength and powerful music that resonates with fans across generations. Now, Justin's declaration that Hailey will always be the one can be seen as part of his larger evolution as an artist and man, where he no longer sings only about youthful infatuation, but about commitment, loyalty, and the deeper layers of intimacy. And this resonates because so many fans who grew up with him are also older now, experiencing their own paths through love, loss, and maturity. And watching Justin move from teen idol to husband gives them a mirror for their own growth. Yet while Justin and Hailey's journey anchors us in the theme of love, we can smoothly transition to other celebrities whose stories carry similar themes. For example, Beyoncé and Jay-Z, whose partnership, though tested, has stood as one of the most influential unions in music and culture because together, they not only craft art, but also use their platform for social justice, philanthropy, and global influence, showing that love, when nurtured, can become a source of power for change. And similarly, we think of Priyanka Chopra and Nick Jonas, who brought together cultures, traditions, and fans from across continents, creating a love story that speaks to modern global romance and cultural pride. And these narratives intertwine with Justin and Hailey's, because they remind us that behind the fame, there are real couples navigating trust, faith, and devotion in ways that mirror our own lives, but with the intensity magnified by fame. And this is what keeps audiences captivated, because it is never just about the music or the movies. It is about the emotional journeys of people who inspire us and entertain us. And in Justin's new song, where he promises that Hailey is forever his one, we find that same sincerity that audiences crave, a reminder that even in a world of flashing lights, private jets, and sold-out arenas, the essence of human connection remains the most powerful story of all. And as we dive deeper into Justin and Hailey's love story, it becomes clear that what makes it so compelling is not just the glamour of red carpets or the headlines splashed across magazines, but the quieter, more personal chapters that show how two people can grow together through challenges. Because Justin himself has opened up about how Hailey has been his anchor during moments when the pressures of fame and his struggles with anxiety could have easily consumed him, and Hailey in turn has spoken about the patience and understanding it takes to be by the side of someone whose life is constantly under public scrutiny. Yet, she embraces that role with grace, balancing her own thriving career in modeling and entrepreneurship with being a partner who brings balance to Justin's world. And what fascinates fans is how their relationship has been tested not just by external rumors or constant comparisons to the past, but by the very real human hurdles of communication, compromise, and learning to trust fully. And yet each time they emerge stronger, reaffirming their commitment through gestures big and small from heartfelt Instagram posts that give us glimpses into their devotion to public appearances, where their chemistry shines as effortlessly as ever. And when Justin sings about Hailey being the one, it feels authentic, because we have watched the evolution from the days of uncertainty to a love story that feels intentional, mature, and deeply rooted in mutual respect and admiration. And part of why this resonates with millions is because fans see in Justin and Hailey's story a reflection of their own hopes for stability and unconditional love, especially in a world that often feels unstable and full of fleeting connections. So when they share these intimate truths about supporting each other's mental health, spiritual growth, and personal goals, it inspires people to believe that real love can withstand storms. And what elevates their story further is the fact that they do not shy away from acknowledging the work it takes to maintain a marriage, something often glossed over in fairy tale narratives, but their honesty about therapy, communication, and faith shows us that love is not only about romance, but about resilience and choosing each other every single day. And what sets Justin and Hailey apart from so many other high-profile couples is the transparency with which they speak about their challenges. Because Justin has candidly shared his struggles with anxiety, depression, and the lingering effects of fame that came too early, while Hailey has openly admitted that navigating a marriage under the microscope of millions is far from easy. Yet they consistently emphasize the importance of building their relationship on honesty, patience, and faith, with both of them frequently crediting their shared spirituality as the cornerstone that keeps them grounded in a world where so many distractions and temptations could pull them apart. And their story resonates because it is not presented as flawless perfection, but as a work in progress with moments of vulnerability. Like when Justin revealed how Hailey encourages him to slow down, breathe, and focus on what truly matters, or when Hailey acknowledged the pressures of being compared to Justin's past relationships, but explained that growth comes from choosing to rise above insecurities and trust the love they have built. And beyond their personal bond, they also support each other's careers, with Hailey cheering Justin on at his tours and album releases, while Justin proudly celebrates Hailey's modeling milestones and business ventures, showing that they see themselves not as competitors, but as partners lifting one another higher. And their love story carries a sense of maturity and depth that contrasts with the image many had of Justin as the teenage superstar, constantly caught in controversies, because now fans see him as a husband who is striving to prioritize family values, faith, and emotional stability, while Hailey stands beside him with quiet strength and elegance. And together they redefine what modern celebrity love can look like. One that embraces vulnerability, acknowledges imperfections, and yet shines brighter because of the shared resilience. At its core, and as Justin and Hailey's journey unfolds with all its ups and downs, what makes it so inspiring is that their love story reflects the reality that true commitment is not about perfection, but about choosing each other again and again, through every season of life. Because when Justin sings about Hailey as the one, he is not simply offering fans another pop love song. He is sharing a piece of his soul and affirming the promise he made to stand by her. And Hailey in turn shows that love is not about glamorous photo shoots or red carpet appearances, but about quiet acts of support, encouragement, and patience in private moments, away from the spotlight. And this resonates with fans because it reminds them of their own relationships, their own struggles, their own victories, and this authenticity places them among celebrity couples like Beyoncé and Jay-Z, who weathered storms yet came out stronger by working through them, or like David and Victoria Beckham, who balanced careers, family, and global fame with unwavering loyalty. And just as those couples became symbols of resilience, Justin and Hailey are carving their own path, showing that growth is messy, healing is ongoing, and love is a choice that requires daily effort. And their willingness to talk about the hard parts makes them relatable, even as they live extraordinary lives surrounded by fame, because fans do not just see the glamour. They see the humanity, and that is what keeps people invested in their story. Watching as Justin transforms from a teenage idol into a man striving to build a legacy of love, faith, and strength with Hailey by his side, while Hailey herself becomes more than a fashion icon, but a partner, a supporter, and a symbol of grace under pressure, showing that even in the whirlwind of celebrity life, it is possible to nurture something real, lasting, and deeply meaningful.